Welcome to Cat Scratch Kitchen. I think apple fritters are my favorite form of donut breakfast pastry. Unfortunately, I hate the mess of making them the traditional way, especially when it comes to the mess of frying in oil. Not to mention that oil-fried foods shouldn't be in my diet. The solution? Today I'm going to show you how to make apple fritters in the air fryer. This recipe is perfect for anyone who wants to indulge in a delicious dessert or breakfast treat that's also lighter than traditional fritters. To make these fritters, we'll cook them in the air fryer till they're crispy and golden brown, and finally we'll drizzle them with a sweet caramel cinnamon glaze that's sure to satisfy your sweet tooth. Ready to give them a try? Well, grab your apron and let's get started. Okay, to start out with, if your air fryer requires preheating, preheat it to 350 degrees. Then we're going to mix our flour and our plain white sugar. To that, we're going to add an egg. The actual measurements are down below in the recipe. Need 1/4 cup of milk. Need a teaspoon of baking powder and just a pinch of salt. And we're going to mix this together just until it's well combined. Now I have 1 apple that I've chopped, and to it I'm going to add a combination of sugar and cinnamon. Just mix that together and pour it over our apples and give it a quick mix. Now I'm going to add that back to our dough. We just want to stir it until the apples are mixed in well. And it's really stiff because it's like a donut dough. Now in your air fryer, you want to put a piece of parchment down, and we want to spray it with some nonstick spray. And then we're going to start putting our fritters in with a small cookie scoop. I'll probably only put about 4 in at a time. And now we want to put them in the air fryer at 350 for about 5 minutes. And when they're nice and golden, we're going to flip them and cook them for 5 minutes more. Okay, it's 5 minutes. Just going to flip them over. And we'll go another 5 minutes. And once they're done, they're nice and brown. I'm going to place them on a cooling rack over a pan because we're going to drizzle them with a frosting once they're all done. So now we'll do the next batch. While the last batch is cooking, I'm going to mix up our glaze. I have a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. I need a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now this glaze is going to make it like caramel apple. I have a tablespoon of milk, and I have a teaspoon of caramel extract. Now if you can't find caramel extract, of course you can use anything you like. You can make a regular vanilla glaze, you can make it almond flavored, whatever you'd like. This, we just thought caramel apple sounded good. I'm just going to mix it together until it's all combined. And if you need to add a little extra milk just to make it so that it's more of a drizzle, you can. Now my caramel extract has a lot of coloring in it, so it makes it really brown. I'm going to add about another 1/2 tablespoon of milk. That's what we want. We want it just enough to be able to drizzle it over the apple fritters. Now we're just going to take our icing that we made, and we're just going to drizzle it over the top of them. As much or as little as you want. Of course, if you want more, you could always just dip them in if you're really into the icing. If you have leftover fritters, just let them cool to room temperature, place them in an airtight container or resealable bag, and store them in the refrigerator for up to 4 days. To reheat the fritters, you can use an oven at 300 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes, or microwave them as a quick snack. As always, the recipe is just below the like button, as well as a link so that you can print it out. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this recipe, please take a second and give it a thumbs up, and come back every week for a new and delicious recipe. And until next week, Have fun in the kitchen.